Hey, what's going on everyone? I'm the OPJellicent and we're back here on Pokemon Showdown. Gonna be using this squad with an Assault Vest Nidoqueen on it. Just got 4 attacks right here, of course, because AV. Sheer Force boosts them anyway right here. Great pivot into Pokemon like Coco. And we can go ahead and lure Lele too if it is Choice Scarf. We can take a Choice Scarf Psychic and then go ahead and knock that out with Sludge Wave. So that could be a very cool scenario right here. We have Mega Lopunny pairing it with it just because we do want a way to break through Chansey reliably. We have Hoopa-Unbound, which is a Choice Band set right here. Mostly because I wanted a reliable way to go ahead and break through Toxapex. Nidoqueen's Earth Power doesn't even 2-hit KO a lot of times because of how SpDef that thing is, so Hoopa-Unbound can go ahead and help out Mega Lopunny too, just because Lopunny doesn't break Toxapex at all. We have Rotom Washer right here, which is a Volt Switcher for the team, provides us momentum into all of these Pokemon, and one of our 2 Defoggers in the squad alongside Torn. Ferrothorn right here is a leftover SpDef set, our main Ash Greninja switch-in on the team, and it is our Stealth Rocker. And then finally a Flying MZ Torn right here with Defog and just a couple attacks right here. So that's going to be the squad. It'll be down below in the description in case you guys do want to try it out. And let's go ahead and get right into the games. Alright, I got a game right here, and right away I noticed that my AV Nidoqueen can go ahead and help out against the Magearna right here. Obviously, Ferrothorn is very good. It took quite a while to find this game, by the way. It took me like 3 minutes. Apparently when you reach the 1800s, it just takes forever to find a game, but I think my Hoopa right here is also really good. Really anticipating Pelipper lead. I think a Torn lead right here is just pretty safe, being able to fly EMZ right away. My opponent does decide to lead Pelipper, so I mean, I'm kind of curious as to what the Magearna is. I'm just going to go for my Z-move turn 1. In case they want to stand right here, maybe I'll be able to knock it out. And aside from maybe Ferrothorn or Magearna, they don't really switch in here, so let's see how much we do. I might decide to knock it off the next turn. Oh yeah, that looks like I probably want to knock it off right here. So let's go ahead and do that, prevent the recovery. They'll probably get up Hazards or go for a Leech Seed. Yeah, there's a Leech Seed. Okay, so I don't really want to stay in here. Just going to... So I really need my Nidoqueen for that Pokemon right there. I need to keep Ferrothorn healthy too though, so I'm actually going to go... Now Hard Hoopa's a bad play in case they Gyro Ball. I think I go Rotom. I don't see them Power Ripping right here, so... Let's do this as they decide to go right for a Spike. Gives me a free Wisp, which I will definitely be clicking here. Decides to go for a Leech Seed. This next turn I'll just go ahead and Volt Switch out into my Torn again to Defog. I could Defog with this, but I really don't like the Hazards being up, so let's do this instead. Really good double Leech Seed play, but it's like there's something I can do here. I'm just going to Defog. And then I guess I'll start clicking Hurricane. Like I gotta somehow break this thing. They go for another Spike. I'm going to Defog this turn as they just keep spiking. So they're willing to sack this thing clearly. They're at like minus a lot evasion right here, so I don't know if they'll actually be keeping it in or not. This is quite frustrating though. So they do keep it in, nice. I'll be able to get rid of Ferrothorn, which... I mean, Ferrothorn wasn't the biggest deal. Greninja comes in next. Ferrothorn is my counter to this, so I'll go ahead and bring that out. Maybe try to get up rocks here. Dark Pulse is not the biggest issue. I'm just going to Power Up here in case they do that and try to stay in. I do hit into the Greninja, and I just knock that Pokemon out. Nice. So I really didn't want them trying to force the Battle Bond right there, so I Power Ripped right away. This does make me a little bit weaker to Swampert, but my Rotom Wash is still very healthy. So that's pretty good for me right here. I'm thinking either Torn or maybe Magearna. I could see Magearna maybe coming out. Maybe Pelipper too, but at the same time, I don't even know if Pelipper can knock me out. Maybe with like a Specs Hurricane perhaps. I definitely got fortunate right there, breaking through the flinch and hitting the Power Up, but I don't know how good my opponent's play was of sacking such a big threat to my team, especially when you already weakened me the next turn. But yeah, there was no way I could allow the Battle Bond to go up right there, so... I just got to make sure my opponent doesn't get any openings right here. So I'm thinking Torn probably comes out next. Yeah, Torn does come out here. I mean, at this point, Ferrothorn's in range of the Swampert's Earthquake, so I'm just going to go for Last Ditch Effort Rocks. Last Ditch Effort, yeah, there we go. And they just go right for the Superpower to knock me out there. I mean, this allows me to get in either Lopunny, or it allows me to get in... I think I just go Lopunny. Like, I still got to keep Nidoqueen just for that Magearna. I can't lose to that thing, so let's go Lopunny here. And just go right for a turn. Pelipper should come out as it does. Let's see how much it takes right here. Depending on the damage, I don't think I knock it out with another attack here. I think I just go Torn this turn. I know that for a fact they're going for U-turn though. Do I need I don't need this thing anymore. I'm going to return. They go for a Scald and burn me. Not the end of the world. They'll probably hard switch out here maybe. I mean, I can just go for a turn again. They just go Swampert. I crit the Swampert, which is pretty cool. I'll get in Rotom here just because Fake Out Pressures actually could be nice later. Sucks if they got the burn. Like, I didn't need Lopunny healthy, but not having the burn would have been really nice right here. I still think the combination of Rotom, Hoopa, and Nidoqueen should be able to maybe wrap this up. Let's see, they go for a Mega and just go right for a Waterfall. Doesn't do too much at all. As what I can do right here is just go for a Wisp as they go for Rocks. Just going to defog all that away here. And then go right for a Hydro Pump in the rain. As they go ahead and just take the kill. Magearna finally comes in. This is what I kept my Nidoqueen for. We're going to get this in here and go right for an Earth Power under... Well, we'll live anything due to the AV. I'm pretty sure we live Sub-Zero Slammer too. So here I can just go right for a Flamethrower in case they switch out. I think we live a Sub-Zero Slammer. That's not going to kill me. Wow, that killed me. Huh. So... I mean, I gotta Fake Out kill it. That's my only option. I gotta got into this. Fake Out, switch out, come back and Fake Out again. And then maybe Rotom wins. So do I sack Torn or Hoopa? I think I sack Hoopa and keep Torn just in case the 100% accurate rain ends up being useful. They go for a Thunderbolt. I mean, they should just kill me here. I'll go for a Hyperspace Fury. Yep, I gotta bring this back in and go for Fake Out again. They should just stay in. Here is what I'm thinking. They actually suck off Pelipper. Okay. To get in Torn, not a big deal. I gotta be careful, don't I? I think I keep this sack Torn and go Rotom to Volt. That might not be the play. I think I see what I need to do here. I gotta sack this off because it dies to Rocks. Go Rotom here. Click Volt Switch this turn. Knockoff is not an issue. I get in Torn and I can beat Magearna with Hurricane. Yeah, I think that was definitely the endgame to go for. We're able to go ahead and win right there, which is definitely very cool. Gain some more ELO right here. Hopefully it doesn't take too long to get the next game, but I'll be right back with another match. Okay, I got the next game right here. It's actually been like 2 days since the first game you guys saw with this team right here. I did decay a few points, unfortunately, but we can go ahead and make it work. Let's lead off here with my Nidoqueen. Yeah, so I've actually recorded a few other videos in between too. Mew lead is not what I was anticipating. I'm not going hard Hoopa. I'm pivoting to Torn first in case they go for a Will-O-Wisp. I mean, Torn is good here, but it's not the best. Yeah, I decayed like 20 points. Unfortunately, you lose like 10 points a day if you don't play a game, which I think is ridiculous. But yeah, unfortunately, I lost a few points right there. They go for Taunt, which is okay with me. I can knock here if I really want. Would they beat Thunder Wave Mew? I'm just going to hope they're not. They get in Deontay here. Okay, so maybe I should have U-turned, but I'll do it this turn. Probably just back to my Nidoqueen, in all honesty. Yeah, I'm going to go Nidoqueen here on the Hidden Power. So they really can't allow me to get Rocks up. I'm going to go right here for an Earth Power. I don't think Landorus is smart at all. Yeah, you should go Mew in case it's Spadef. Wow, that took 0 damage. Going to go Torn this turn on maybe a Wisp this time. On a Knockoff this time. So they find out that I'm Z-Move, which, I mean, that's okay. I can just go ahead and knock again. I really don't care about Deontay. Okay, so, I mean, I can U-turn to Ferrothorn. That would put me in a bad spot versus Grin. I'm going to U-turn again into my Nidoqueen as they Diamond Storm that time. Yeah, I'm not predicting. And, I mean, I know the Mew is coming back out here. I'm just going to go for Earth Power, though. I really can't risk my Hoopa when it does so much work. Like, this turn I'll get in Hoopa, just in case, because I know they're going to Soft Boiled finally, right? And I finally want to get a kill here. Yeah, so they do go for Soft Boiled that turn. This gives me a Hyperspace Fury, and I'm going to blow something away here. And Mew is out of the game. Nice. So that thing's just got blown away right there. Next up, I mean, Landorus could come out here. Deontay is an interesting bring-in. Once again, I don't see Nidoqueen's value, and I really don't want them getting up Rocks for free. They go right for a Moonblast, which is not a big deal. I think here I'll Ice Beam in case Landorus T comes out. I mean, it doesn't really matter that that happened because, like, my Lopunny and my Torn are good to go now. In fact, I'll just go right here for an Earth Power as they go for Hidden Power Fire. This next turn I can actually just go... So I'm thinking I need Ferrothorn healthy. I'll just go Rotom here and Volt Switch out. I don't really mind Rotom taking a bit of damage. As they actually bothered to switch that out, which is going to give me another kill here. So a little bit surprised about that. Let's go right here for a Hyperspace Fury. And pick up our nice little knockout right now. Never mind, that did not knock it out. I'm going to Hyperspace again. I'm going to regret not killing that Deontay, aren't I? Yeah, I'm going to regret not killing that thing, but, I mean, maybe it'll work out. Landorus is not going to appreciate this hit, huh? Yeah, get blown away. I'm going to get in Torn here, too. Because as good as Torn is, like, it can force a knock here, basically. So Rocks go up. I mean, I'm just going to defog. Like, worst case, what, you explode? Maybe you turn out. Greninja comes in on a hard switch. Bad Scenario for me, huh? I mean, I think it's Battle Bond. No, it's Protean. It's female. What am I saying? Can I take an Ice Beam? I don't know if I can. I'm just gonna go Pharaoh. Yeah, they go for Ice Beam. Okay. And I mean, here I can just go for a Gyro Ball. I don't think they'll risk the rocks going up, and they'll probably just sack Deontay here. They actually stay in and go for Hidden Power. I mean, I need this for this, so like I'm not too stressed out here. I'm going for the Torn win, just being able to break through everything, and then maybe Lopunny just beating everything late game. Sounds okay to me. They're gonna Ice Beam here. I actually don't mind Rotom taking this hit. Let's go out into Rotom here and just go right for a Volt Switch. They could Spike, so I'm actually gonna Hydro Pump. Extra Sensory, okay. Does a bit of damage. That was Life Orb. Yeah, I saw Life Orb earlier. So here, I mean, Deontay could come out. I think I'll live a Moonblast, though. Perhaps. Landorus T comes out, okay. To what, get up rocks again? I'm gonna go Torn here. On the U-turn. Okay, so U-turn's not a big deal, unless it's like Autotomized Celesteela, in which case I probably lost that at preview. Pex comes in. Okay, I'm gonna knock Pex because this thing's annoying. I don't really care about Torn getting toxic, in all honesty. They just go for a recover. Okay. I mean, here what I can do is just go right for a U-turn into Hoopa, as a Scald is not the biggest deal. Allows me to just click Zen Headbutt here. And knock out... No, is this like max defense Pex? What's happening? They got flinched right there, which is a little bit sad for them. Just gonna Zen Headbutt again. I really can't allow it to recover because my Mega Lopunny is my win con. So here, Deontay or Celesteela would come back out. I get free Hyperspace Furies at this point, and I'm gonna try to get that in on Pex. Yeah, Deontay does come out here. At this point, I have no reason to keep Ferrothorn. So let's go ahead and give them that Pokemon. And then I believe, once again, my play is to go... Actually, I'm just going to go Lopunny here. I think I Fake Out initially in case it's actually Protect. That's not the biggest deal. I mean, I can just return now. Knock it out, yeah. So, is it actually Autotomized Celesteela, though? That could be, like, the deciding factor here. I have Torn to check the Deontay if in the worst case scenario, so I'm going to high Jump Kick here. I do hit into it. That is definitely an offensive Celesteela. Hello? I'm going to return this turn. Actually, they went for Heavy Slam and it did a lot. Huh, do I hurt? I mean, first of all, my play is Ice Punch. I don't know why I was clicking return. But I don't want to risk them. I'm going to high Jump Kick. Of course, they get the one possibility of actually being able to win this game. Let's go Rotom here. Click, Volt, and I think I'm fine anyway, perhaps. Because, like, worst case scenario, I just Volt out into Hoopa and kill this. I think I'll be okay anyway. Yep, I Volt out. I just checked this Deontay with Torn now. I have the Z move. Yeah, I actually messed up by not knocking this out with Nidoqueen in the beginning of the game. I really didn't think they would risk one of the bigger threats to my team right there just for 50% on Nidoqueen, but I guess they were interested in that. Let's knock this out right here and get another game. Alright, I got another game. Not really liking the matchup here, in all honesty. I mean... Like, they have Lele to pressure, like, my entire team. I need Torn just for Kartana. I need Nidoqueen just for Magearna, too. Although on this team, it looks like it would be Vest Mag, just because, like, what do they switch into Water-type attacks otherwise? From, like, Gren and Keldeo, for example. And then if I had a Keldeo here, that would go in. I'm really anticipating Landorus lead. And I kind of want to put on this pressure right away. Greninja is not a bad... could I take a Hydro Pump? In theory, I could. So I need Ferrothorn healthy just for the Lele anyway. I'm gonna go Ferrothorn. There's no point in risking Nidoqueen. Go for Ice Beam. Okay. Do they actually have Hidden Power Fire? I'm gonna pivot to Rotom this turn on the Hidden Power Fire. Okay. And here, in case they spike, I'll go for a Hydro Pump. Nice. I get that right and get rid of one of the bigger threats to my team. Cool. So now Kartana comes in. This thing is a problem. I really don't think I need this. I'm just gonna Wisp here in case they mess up. They should Leaf Blade initially, but I feel like they'll make some terrible play and knockoff. Or that, yeah. And I just whisked one of the biggest threats to my team right here. And they just go ahead and get out of there. Yeah, I don't know what that play was all about, but that was their win con, so that's why it was really worth risking it right there, because Rotom wasn't actually that good for me, whereas that was their best Pokemon against my team. So I'll take it, and I'll be right back with another game. Alright, I got another game. This matchup just looks... I mean, it looks good for Hoopa, but the problem is they can pursue trap me with Bisharp, and that could just be my downfall against Uniclus right here. If that happens, I may just have to hack my way through Uniclus, in all honesty. Either Ice Beam freezing it, or maybe... I don't know, but I need Hoopa just for that, meaning Hoopa's not coming out unless Reuniclus is out. That's the big thing right here. As much as I want to break with it against these other Pokemon, I think I can do it with Lopunny plus Nidoqueen. As a lead right here, I'm really liking Ferrothorn against Seismitoad. Torn lead would not be the worst thing ever, so let's go ahead and lead Ferrothorn here. Torn lead is the thing right here. Let's go ahead and... I like Gyro Ball initially. I also like the Nidoqueen play. Actually, the Nidoqueen play is kind of bad. I'm going to go for Stealth Rocks here. I don't think this is a Heat Wave set. I don't think they would fight Titanium Z right away in case I'm Protect. And essentially what I'm doing right here is, after this turn, I'm going to double predicting Scarm because they would want to defog. Focus Blast is annoying, but not the biggest deal. So this turn, Nidoqueen is a really safe mid-ground, being able to pressure Scarm, as well as really whatever wants to come in, to be honest. So this is actually the defogger, interesting. So Chansey would come out here, but I'm just going to Ice Beam because I know it's U-turning. Like, I can't predict that. Yeah, I don't know why that was the play, but I think I might knock it out here. Ah, man, I couldn't. Are they gonna actually... They're not gonna risk this. They're gonna U-turn out. So let me actually get in Rotom on this turn. They shouldn't Hurricane here. They should U-turn. Actually, I guess they do have an evasion drop. They can still miss, though. That's the thing. Like, would you really risk it? They really do risk that. Okay. I mean, that's not the biggest deal. It allows me to get in my Lopunny and kind of just put in some work. What I'm gonna do here is actually double to Rotom, expecting hard Scarm. They actually do make the Reuni play, okay, so I'm going to go Volt Switch to Hoopa. Hoopa is like the key here, I gotta kill everything with Hoopa. The problem is, I can't Hyperspace because of that stupid Bisharp. Seismitoad comes out here. I mean, I'll Wisp it, and then proceed to defog. Like, if the worst case, I take a Toxic here. This matchup looks very difficult, just at preview. They go for Rocks, okay. Do we see Toxic? I'm assuming we'll see a Toxic this turn. Yeah, there's that. So Rocks would go back up here. Thankfully I have double defog so I can get in Torn on this turn. But man, this looks tough. Yeah, so like I can just go for defog here. Maybe... Like nothing really wants to come in all honesty. Like they're gonna Toxic this too obviously and then probably get in... I mean I'll Hurricane first. They just want to stay in, okay, not the biggest deal. So I'm thinking they'll probably just spam Rocks. I'll test it for one turn and see if they don't want to. Man, I can win this game with Hoopa if they give me Bisharp. So I need to somehow lure that Bisharp in. Oh, speaking of. Okay. Defiant Boost. I think I go hard Rotom here. Okay, so they don't actually go for knockoff. I mean, they don't actually go for Sucker Punch, which is what I was anticipating to happen. They go for knockoff again. I have to go Lopunny here. And what I'm going to do is just High Jump Kick. I'm going to go off their Choke right here. That's all I can do in this game. I got to go off their Choke of staying in right now. And then that gives the Hoopa the opening. They don't stay in. I don't think I can break through this team with my team, unfortunately. Just at preview, it looked kind of impossible right here. The combination of Reuni plus Scarm and Chansey just looks very threatening against mine. So I'll drop GG here, and I'm going to go ahead and get out of that game. Unfortunate way to end that game, but you can't win all of them. I'll be right back with another game. Alright, I got another game right here. Very more doable matchup right here in my opinion, especially because I can basically kill everything with Hoopa at preview, which is kind of cool. I actually got another match after the match that you guys just saw, and essentially what happened there, I missed 2 high jump kicks in a row against a Tyranitar, lose my Lopunny, and then get 6-0'd by a Volcarona. So that was sad, but I mean it happens right here. Let's go ahead and lead off with... So their lead would be Lopunny or Landorus T. I mean, Nidoqueen looks amazing here. It just kills everything, in all honesty. I kind of want to lead... I don't even know if Torn takes a hit, that's the problem. I can't risk Lopunny. Lopunny does a lot. I need to keep Nidoqueen just for the Blissef. I'm going to lead Rotom. As Ferrothorn leads. Interesting there. I'm going to go for Wisp here. As they just opt to get up Rocks. I mean, it would be nice to keep this healthy for Crawdaunt, I guess. But I can't really have Torn take damage, so I'm going to defog. As a Leech Seed comes out, I can just Volt out here. Due to that accuracy drop, I can actually get in Torn here and just start Hurricaning things. Either that or defog. I think I'll Hurricane first and then defog in all honesty. I don't want them going hard Magearna. Let's defog first. They go for a Gyro Ball, which does very little damage due to the burn. I'll actually U-turn out here just to keep myself a little bit healthy. Get in Rotom again on this. And eventually I'll wear this down, so yeah, that comes out. I can just go right here for a Volt. What enough of this. Let's get this Pokemon in and start killing stuff. Let's go right here for a Flamethrower. And never mind, that did not kill. I'm gonna keep this. I'm actually switching this out right here. I can't have it take this damage. Yep, because I mean I could have Ice Beamed, but here I'll go Rotom. On the U-turn, crits me, which is gonna put me in range of Lopunny. Yeah, Lopunny gets to come out now for no reason. I don't need Ferrothorn in this game. Yeah, they just had Jump Kick right away. Not a big deal. I don't need that Pokemon. Unfortunately, it looks like because of that crit, I've basically put myself in a position where I have to risk a Speed tie now because my Rotom is in range of a high Jump Kick now. And, I mean, Torn coming in will not live. So let's go Lopunny here and see what we can do. These are both huge threats, so is he actually going to risk the tie here? Let's find out. He does not risk the tie, okay. I know for a fact that they're just going to U-turn, so I'm going to Ice Punch. Yeah, like I can't let them U-turn back to that Lopunny. That would be a misplay. Do they really live this? I mean, Lopunny versus Lopunny? I don't think you're going to live this, even at -1. Yeah, -1 high jump is going to knock you out. They're really risking this. This match is going to come down to this tie. I can already see it. Okay, they go for Fake Out first. So that means they don't have to risk high jump kick. I think they would sack with something here. I'm going to go for... Wow, they just risked the tie. And that match definitely came down to that tie too. I can already see it. Let's get a Nidoqueen here and hope that maybe they stay in. They do, and like I said, I can't do enough damage with that. And because they crit my Rotom, I actually cannot beat that. Let's just go Torn here and hope it lives. I'm going to drop the Z into the Ferrothorn. Yeah, that's really dumb. Like, the fact that that match came down to the tie right there is pretty lame, but I guess it's fair. Let's go Rotom. On the Fake Out, maybe they'll go for high jump kick and miss. Yeah, I mean, I'll go Torn again. Maybe I can force a kill. I'm just going to Defog into the Landers and go for high Hurricane here. Okay, so that's pretty cool. I mean, they just bring out Magearna now. Or I guess they can just go for Fake Out, yeah. And then, I mean, I would have to be Scarf here to have a chance, but they're not going to risk that. Yeah, that match definitely came down to the tie. Had I won that tie, my Lopunny kills their entire team. But because they won it, their Lopunny kills my entire team. I'll drop a GG because I guess it was a fair match in theory because of that speed tie, but just sucks to have it come down to that. I'll be right back with another game. Okay, so I got Trick Room next right here, which is pretty cool. I think I'll just lead Hoopa and Hyperspace. I mean, it should Oko and Uxie, right? It's banded and super effective. I think I'd knock this out. And even if I don't, what comes in here? I need to keep... Okay, Magearna is not a problem. I do have a Nidoqueen after all. Yeah, so let's get in my Nidoqueen here. Nidoqueen isn't particularly useful against anything else. Yeah, Trick Room's gonna go up. I'm assuming they'll go back to Uxie here to try to get up those rocks, but I don't mind. Yeah, okay, that I do mind. Because I would have knocked that out right there. Let's go Ferrothorn and try to trade hazards now. Let's go for rocks here. And, I mean, I can still win. That's just, like, Magearna's alive for no reason. Focus Blast. I actually outslow it, which is cool. I'm just gonna sack this off. This Magearna should not be alive right now, but I get the damage that I need for... Okay, first of all, I can't actually knock this out due to Trick Room being negative priority. But they have to not get the Trick Room back up. Okay, cool. So that's kind of what I needed. How much did Hyperspace Fury do? 35. Okay, let's get this back in. And I'm just going to Fire Punch. I'm not playing around. Yep, let's get rid of that. It shouldn't have done as much work as it did, but I have my rocks up, which is cool in theory. I'm just worried about... So in case this has U-turn, I actually shouldn't stay in. I'm just going to go Torn on the rocks, and... Do I defog or not? I feel like I kind of don't want to defog just to put everything in range of Hoopa. I think initially what I'll do is just go right for a knockoff. I could also U-turn into Lopunny and just waste a Trick Room turn. That sounds like a plan. Yeah, because I get to Fake Out here, and essentially after they Memento out, they're going to have 2 turns to abuse. Unless they switch out now. As they decide to do that. Okay, interesting. I mean, you can have my Frozen Nidoqueen, man. Yeah, the problem is, if I sack my Rotom, which I'm going to have to, I'm going to lose to that Azu under Trick Room. Yeah, because of that freeze, I had to sack my Nidoqueen right there. Now I have to go Rotom. And then... take an attack, which is going to put me in range. I can't actually afford to do that. I have to go Lopunny and go this route. So let's go for another Fake Out here. And then go Rotom on the turn. They're going for Flare Blitz. I have to hope they Flare Blitz here. Did they? They did Flare Blitz. Okay, so this turn I can go for a Hydro Pump. Knock out the Marek. So I'm still healthy for the Azu. I had to make that maneuver right there, because if I let Rotom take a Shadow Bone, I was going to lose to that Azu. So this Uxie comes back in. I'm going to Volt out here. Once again into my... You know what I can still lose to? Heracross. Yeah, Heracross is going to destroy my team, huh? I mean, I can go Torn. Can Torn win outside of Trick Room? I gotta somehow get Hoopa in outside of Trick Room. That's what I need to do. Okay, so Trick Room would go up here. I think I go Hoopa. That invites in the Heracross, though. I mean, everything invites in the Heracross. Okay, let's go Hoopa. And just click Hyperspace Fury. I think they're Mementoing this time, yeah. And, I mean, Heracross is going to come out. Azu actually comes out, okay. I have a Rotom, which I kept healthy specifically for this. I don't even know if it takes 2 hits from 49. We'll see. Oh, it is Belly Drum, okay. I mean, I can beat it with Fake... actually, do I just get swept by Aqua Jet? If they have Aqua Jet, I lose. Actually, I don't lose if they have Aqua Jet. I just have to sack a couple Pokemon here. And I think by a couple Pokemon, I mean Torn. Huh. Okay, let's think this out in my head. I sack... Actually, let's sack Hoopa. Nah, then I can't kill the Cress. I sack Torn, I go Lopunny. Fake Out. Then I have to sack either that or Hoopa. I think I sack this. Go Rotom, Volt Switch, Hoopa. Something like that. It looks good to me. I mean, let's try it. Let's go Torn here on the knockoff. Go Lopunny. Click Fake Out. So they definitely have Aqua Jet. Now I have to make a decision here. Rotom is my only way of revenge killing this, unless I want to keep Lopunny and Fake It out 2 more times, which is not going to happen. So they're Aqua Jetting here. Do I keep Hoopa or do I keep Lopunny? I think I go Hoopa here. Yeah, because they have Aqua Jet. I need to hope I live one of these, first of all, and if I don't, then I definitely lose. Let's go Volt Switch here. I lost anyway, yeah, this Azu just beat me. Unfortunately, just my Nidoqueen getting frozen was terrible. Lost all my momentum. But I guess in theory, I could have lost anyway to the combination of Heracross plus Azu. Gonna go ahead and run from that battle. So we started off strong, and now I think we're 3-3, which is unfortunate. I'm not ending it off here, though. We still have plenty more time. So let's continue trying to get our points back. I'll be right back with another game. Alright, I got the next game right here. We're currently 3-3, which is a little bit unfortunate considering how we started. This team looks very weak to Hoopa. Just clicking Hyperspace. My team looks very weak to Chansey plus Zapdos, though. Hoopa is my best breaker against those. I really hate Static Paralysis, but what I'm going to do right here is just lead off with my Nidoqueen. They just lead right with Chansey. Okay, I'm going to go Torn here. Worst case is their Thunder Wave, which... I mean, I don't know if they would Thunder Wave right away, considering... I'm going to defog first. Can you just not be Thunder Wave? Okay, they are Thunder Wave, but they miss. Cool. I mean... Do I take the... I'm just going to knock. Like, I need the Eviolite gun. I don't care if you Thunder Wave this. I'm going to try to go for the... Let's U-turn out here into Hoopa. And I kind of just kill him on. I'm not going to lie. I'm just going to Hyperspace here. Or I do a lot of damage to that Mon. So they're going to U-turn. I could punish that with Ferrothorn. Yeah, so this Landorus is very weak now. It's a defensive Landorus, clearly. I bet it's Helmet, probably. I gotta be careful with my Ferrothorn, just cause, obviously, Gren. I mean, here I'll go Rotom. On the crit Fire Fang. Why does Rotom keep on getting hacked? Like, it got crit in that Mega Lopunny game. I'm gonna defog here. I don't think you risk that getting Wisped. Yeah, that would be a poor play. Just gonna Volt out here. As they soft-boiled up. Okay, not the biggest deal. Here I can just go for another U-turn into my Hoopa on the rocks. Yep. And, I mean, if Banded Hyperspace Fury can't kill this, I'll be very surprised. But I'm going to click it. I really need to avoid Hoopa getting Thunder Waved. They go hard Mawile. Okay, this is not going to appreciate the attack. Yeah, that did not appreciate the attack. Here I'll go Nidoqueen. That did a lot. I don't even know if I live a Sucker Punch now. I was really hoping that would do less. I guess I'll go for Ice Beam. Actually, I could safely double to Hoopa here. Because they either go Chansey on a safe play or they Sucker Punch. Those are their two options. They don't sack Mawile. Okay, Landorus is a good mid-ground. I saw that this was defensive, but I actually can't kill it here, so... Let's go Ferrothorn and put it in range of that Hyperspace here. Zapdos comes in. I'll go Nidoqueen. Heat Wave comes out. That'll be able to 2-hit KO me here. Oh, I'm actually faster though, so that's really good for me. I force a kill now, finally. Maybe. Actually, I don't know if I force a kill yet. I think my endgame is Mega Lopunny. I'm gonna go Hoopa here. Finally claim a kill. I'm assuming Landorus will be that Pokemon that I can knock out here. Cortana is a problem. They give me Zap, okay. So what is this going for? Sucker Punch? I guess Play Rough. So I think at this point I gotta sack my Ferrothorn and hope that Lopunny can beat the Grin. So they do go for Play Rough there. Fire Fang would come out this turn. Just gonna attempt to get up rocks here as they try to predict my Rotom coming in. So I do get rocks up, which is cool. Do they not have Sucker Punch on this? I guess they don't. And they Play Rough again. Interesting. I could lose to Smart Strike if I get careless here. I think I always go Lopunny. Lopunny can win on its own right now, so I don't think that's the play. I think actually my play right here is if I go Rotom and take a Sucker Punch. It's gonna come down to other. I'm just gonna go Lopunny. I don't think there's a reason to do anything else. Let's go Lopunny here. Quick return, probably into Landorus. Either that or Chansey. Yeah, Landorus comes in and knock that out. Okay. So Lopunny is a very key Pokemon here. I'm assuming if it's Scarf Cortana, I can lose on the spot. That's the thing. I think I sack off my Paralyzed Torn against that. If it's Scarf, Purdy, and Grand, that's another issue in itself. Chansey will die to High Jump it because I knocked off the Eviolite. Cortana comes in. I'm just going to go Hard Torn on probably a Sacred Sword is what I would imagine comes out. Yep, Sacred Sword, nice. I'm just going to U-turn out here. They should go Chansey. I don't think you stay in. Do I just Z Hurricane in case they do? For 0 reason, instead of going Chansey. Okay, they do go Chansey. That actually did a good amount, not gonna lie. I think actually my play is Defog. I don't need Rocks up, whereas my opponent does. And, I mean, I actually just gave them Rocks again. What am I doing? But it'll force them to click it this turn, which is nice. Okay, well, thankfully they tried to Thunder Wave there. Just gonna U-turn out. Can I? Not? I just got the Rocks up again for no reason. So, I mean, I don't really care about Hoopa getting paralyzed. Yeah, like, as long as I break through, I'll be fine here. Because Torn is once again healthy. I can't get swept by Scarf Smart Strike. Maybe Leaf Blade, perhaps, can sweep me. Maybe. I actually think I need more regen just because of those paras. Because I'm going to lose to Leaf Blade, huh? Yeah, I'm going to lose to Leaf Blade if I don't play this smart. So let's knock this out. I think what I do, I sack this, go Torn, sack Rotom, go Torn, Hurricane. That sort of thing. So yep, I don't need this anymore. Leaf Blade there. I sack this off, I go Rotom here. If Torn doesn't take a Leaf Blade, I think I lose anyway. After this regen. I think it will though. Torn should take one. They actually switched out. Interesting play there. I mean, it just gives me a Volt here. I don't know if they actually have Sucker Punch. I've been debating it this entire time, just staying in. Ah, they do, and they crit it. Okay, so that means I just lost a Smart Strike because of that crit. That's all there is to it. I just lost a Smart Strike. Okay, I'm gonna go Lopunny here. I think I just lost a Smart Strike because of that critical hit. Cortana comes in. So this can only knock me out with Leaf Blade or Sacred Sword. I'm gonna calc it. Can Smart Strike knock me out? Cortana. Soy Scarf, Smart Strike cannot knock me out, so I need to get this play right, and I'm going to lose to the ground if I don't go Torn here, so I'm going to go Torn. It's either that or Sekrotem. I'm going to Sekrotem. Knockoff. Okay, I can take a knockoff. And what I can do right here is actually go for a knockoff of my own. I broke through, nice. Okay, cool, cool. Let's go for U-turn here. Oh man, this is going to be close. It's going to come down to that grand set. Knock off again. Okay, I go with Lopunny here. I click high jump kick. I need to hit this high jump kick right now. I do. Nice. Let's see what this ground is. Return's not going to OHKO a ground. I have to high jump kick it too. Is it Battle Bond? Just be Battle Bond, please. They're Battle Bond, and we're able to go ahead and win that game right there. That came down to the wire. That Cortana was such a giant threat. This matchup, just at preview, looked pretty bad. Almost as bad as that Rainiclus one, but we're able to go ahead and win that one right there. Super close game. Did hope you all enjoyed. The team will be down below in the description in case you guys do want to try it out, of course. And I'll see you next time. Later.